Okay, hi. So today is my first day out of self-isolation in Lithuania. And so I'm in Smalininkai. I'm staying with my fiancée Neringa, her family here. And I thought I'd just give you a tour around the village. Okay, so next up on my stop is the old Jewish cemetery, which you can see just behind me. Now, basically, Smalininkai, I think until World War II anyway, had a German population living here. I think it was part of Lithuania at that point, though. It was a German village. It was a German border village until just after World War I. And yeah, there was lots of Jews that used to live in this village, and this was where their cemetery was. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, there are no real reminders other than this sign here to show that it was the old Jewish cemetery, and that's because the Soviets, when they came in, they demolished all the tombstones and used it to build, used it as building material. So yeah, quite sad really. There's no real remembrance of the Jewish population here other than this, but yeah, this is what remains. Okay, so behind me in the picture is the second place, and I don't know how well you can see it, but basically that used to be the old German coach house. So there used to be a train station here, and yeah, I'm hoping you can see it, but it's got the old German writing on it still in the Gothic style. So obviously very old. It says Smalininkai, which was the German name. I'm not going to go too close because people live in the building now, but yeah, that's another old remnant of the German past of the village. Okay, so I thought I'd do a quick video here. There's a picture in the background. Again, another reminder of the old sort of German history of the place. And I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it says Smalininkai, Kriegsleben, 1915. So it's a picture of the old sort of war life, obviously when this village was German. So there's quite a few of these kind of pictures spotted, dotted around the village of the old history and when it was German, which yeah, some reminders of the past. Okay, so my next spot is to show you the Russian border. So basically, Smalininkai is on the border with Russia. Now, a lot of people think that obviously Russia is where it is. It's like Moscow, St. Petersburg, that kind of area of the world. I can't really explain it, but a bit further up than Lithuania. But basically, what's over the river is the Russian exclave of Kaliningrad. And to me, it's quite interesting because basically when World War II ended, obviously the Soviets had their kind of sphere of influence, and Lithuania became part of the Soviet Union. But also there was a big old German area, so like Smalininkai, but across the border, which was where Königsberg was, which is now known as Kaliningrad. It's quite a big Russian city, and that was a big German area. So all of that became Russian. So literally, obviously Smalininkai, which is there, was German, and then all of that over the river, I don't know how well you can see the river, but anyway, over the river was also German. And after the fall of the Soviet Union, obviously Smalininkai, which I think had mainly Lithuanians living in it, was kept as a Lithuanian village and part of Lithuania. And the rest over the other side, which you can't really see any towns or villages from here, but you can see obviously the house over there, or some kind of building. It might not be a house, but yeah, some building over there. That all became Russian because yeah, after all the Germans had moved out of that exclave, Russian people inhabited it. And from my understanding, I might be wrong, but that area had kind of never really had a big Lithuanian claim, a big, I don't know, Polish claim, any of the other kind of people living in the area. So filling it, when the Russians moved in and filled it up and moved in there was no real claim from any other European country for that area. I might be wrong, but that's my understanding. So Smalininkai, which was obviously an old German village, was the border, was a border town or border village, whatever you want to call it, with Lithuania. So Lithuania is kind of literally, historically, would have just been down there. But this area was quite important to Lithuanians because lots of Lithuanians lived in kind of Smalininkai onwards to the Klaipėda region, which, although it had historically been German controlled, there was lots of Lithuanians living in the region. So behind me again, obviously you can see the other side of the river, so you've got the Russian border, but right down there, you can see, yeah, you can see it quite well. It's a really popular fishing spot in the well, normally, I mean, sometimes in the winter you see men on the river because obviously it's iced over. You can walk on it and fish in it. But yeah, in the summer when I've been here, there's normally quite a few people down there doing their bit of fishing. And unlike England, you can keep the fish. So isn't that nice? As long as they're big enough. But yeah, you can keep the fish. You can smoke them, do whatever you want with it. Yeah. And good old tribute to Minecraft here. You know, Smalininkai is well known for its love of Minecraft. That's a joke, by the way. But yeah, some Minecraft-looking character here in the park. Okay, so just behind me is, I think it translates in English to like the Museum of Ancient Machinery. It's a really interesting museum, especially because it's such a small village like Smalininkai. It's got lots of kind of old machinery in it, and obviously with this area, with like the heritage of farming, I think you can see over there some of the old stuff. Now, I'm not going to try and take a look around it today because I don't know whether it'll be closed for obviously with the COVID stuff going on. But yeah, if you're in Smalininkai, worth a visit. You know, have a look at some of the old machinery that was used in sort of the farming life out here. Okay guys, so I think this is probably, if you're a Bold and Bankrupt fan, a bit like me, this is probably the gem in the crown of Smalininkai. So behind me is an old Soviet swimming bath, and as you can see, it's completely boarded up. So I can get quite a good view around the side. So let me take you there. Not quite getting. As you can see, right next to it, the old kind of athletics track. Still usable. We still go on it every day, but you know, it's not been looked after. So yeah. Anyway, this old building here used to be swimming baths, and obviously with the Soviets, I don't know if I can get up there. Obviously with the Soviets, they did invest in things like this for little villages like Smalininkai, and I think a lot of people used to come. Okay, here's a good view in. And obviously, like a lot of things, I would imagine, I don't know for sure, I'm getting, but you can see in there, just completely left to waste and rot and nothing happening. You know. Now behind me, I think you can just about see the good old sauna over there. The reason why I'm pointing that one out is because I've been in it a couple of times, and yeah, you see quite a lot of saunas around. If you're from England, you probably wouldn't understand what it is. I thought it would just be a little hut or something, because obviously we don't have them. But it's a big part of Lithuanian life to go to the sauna. Not everyone does, obviously, but a lot of people love it. So yeah, you'll see quite a lot of those little buildings around if you ever visit Lithuania.